Yo, good looks to dreadsock.com for sponsoring this episode of Real Notes. Anyone who has curly or locked hair like me knows how sacred a good hair wrap is. A do-rag, a wave cap, a scarf, a bandana, a bonnet, you name it. Dreadsock goes a step beyond the average with silk-based head wraps that offer full protection and frizz control for curls from 2A to 4C. They're made of a blend of breathable materials to help retain hair's moisture and preserve hairstyles enough to ensure a few less trips to the salon, all held down with an elastic band strong enough to withstand even the most aggressive head trips. Whether you wear one to bed or wear one on the go, Dreadsock will have you looking fresh and full. Socks come in all sizes, from shorties for short hair and beginner twists to extra large for the longer locked folks out there. Look, y'all, I've been growing my locks for nearly 2 decades and have been a loyal Dreadsock customer for 15 years. So when I tell you these shits work, I'm dead ass. Plus, they're an independent, black-owned business that's worth the time and energy. So go to dreadsock.com and use promo code CineMasai, that's CineMasai, for 10% off your first order. They won't fall off in your sleep, but they will keep you looking fresh. Thanks again to Dreadsock for sponsoring the episode. Now let's keep this shit moving. What's good, y'all? My name is Dylan Green, and this is Real Notes, a space dedicated to blurring the cultural and artistic lines between rap and film. I'm here to chop it up with everyone from rappers and producers to journalists and video directors about their relationship to movies and how, if at all, film inspires their craft. My guest this week is North Carolina rapper Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon of Melanated People. We spoke about John Wick, marathoning every movie in the Ogbon series in one sitting, a long, winding trip to the movies that defined his childhood and adolescence, how meeting Slim Thug, Paul Wall, and Mike Jones inspired him to take music seriously, the benefits of one-producer collabs, the pros and cons of turning 30 in rap, and the creative process behind his latest album, Highly Favored. Come fuck with us. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Real Notes. It's like not summer yet, but it's almost summer. It's like gray and overcast in Jersey, but it's breezy and beautiful. It's also Juneteenth weekend. Y'all are gonna be hearing this after Juneteenth weekend, but fuck it, you know. Yeah, it's Juneteenth weekend. It feels great, but it also feels kind of terrible because, like me and my guests were just talking about off camera, everyone's trying to make money off this shit who's not black, and that's depressing, but we out here doing what we can.
We ride.
My name you already know, son. My name's Dylan Green, CineMasai. Got a lot of names, do a lot of shit all over the world. Not all over the world, all over like the 6 miles of Jersey I live in. But I'm with somebody who really is making moves and shaking in all parts of the world, all parts of the country, in all sorts of different ways. Rapper, fucking melanated person, rocker of the Pan-African flag, kind of bringing it back a little bit low key, which is really beautiful. Love to see that. Literally every time I see this dude, he's rocking the fucking Pan-African flag. It's kind of beautiful.
Let people know I'm a father.
We got, oh hell yeah, no, you are a father. Damn.
We got it. I was trying to think of something else to add on to it. I was about to go a little crazy. No, yeah, we here.
Yeah, no, we got fucking Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon, Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon, excuse me. Fucking yeah, like this is, bro. Like I know you're in the middle of traveling right now, so I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out to talk to me. You've been going crazy. Highly Favored. Highly Favored's been out for a little while. It's super dope. But yeah, nah, I thank you for being here, man. Like I'm a huge fan. So
appreciate you, brother. I'm happy to be here. I've been listening to some episodes of the podcast, and it's great. Bro, I listened to the Wild episode. I listened to Kelly Moonstone one, of course.
Of course, gotta crew love.
Yeah, I listened to one with Mavi. So yeah, I checked them out while I was driving from Atlanta to Charlotte. I was in Atlanta yesterday, so I was like, shoot, I got some time. Let me hear what my boy talking about.
I appreciate you, son. That means the world. Thank you so much. Yeah, nah, y'all like, I mean, just like everyone in the community in general, but like everything coming out of North Carolina specifically is like y'all had something special for a long time, and I'm happy to see
For
so many of y'all just like really start to pop and glow. So like, yeah,
North
like I'm
Carolina's
just I'm
getting
just
its
happy we
shine
can make
right
this
now.
happen.
It's been a moment. You feel me? It's been a minute. North Carolina's getting their just due.
Hell yeah. Damn. Yeah, nah, this is just beautiful. I'm happy you're here. Let me ask you the first question I ask everybody who comes on here while you pump gas in your car. This is a first, by the way. He's literally parked up at a gas station right now. This shit is tight.
What you say?
What's it called? But nah, I'm gonna ask you the first question I ask everybody who comes on here. What was the last movie or TV show you watched that you had a strong opinion about?
Last, the last movie or show that I had a strong opinion about, I want to say, it's the last thing I watched. John Wick 4. I went to the movies to see John Wick 4.
Hell yeah, how'd you like it?
Bro, that shit was long as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. No, it was the storyline was okay. I feel like I've seen the first John Wick before, and I went from that and right to the fourth.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a jump.
Right? I didn't see the second or third. So just right to the fourth. And I didn't know it was 3 hours and 41 minutes long. So I'm just in there. I'm just in there, bro. Empty stomach, high, just vibes. I'm like,
Damn, no.
I'm with my homegirl. She like, yeah, let's go see John Wick. I got the discount. I'm like, hell yeah. So we go, bro. It's just drawn out. You feel me? Like it's good. It's just okay. Hold on. It's suspense from the beginning. As soon as it starts, it's almost like he pistol whipping somebody. Ah, start it off. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, man. And then it just gets into a bunch of craziness, bro. It's like he's fighting everybody, he's shooting everybody. The whole movie. It's just like Lord. But yeah, that was my strong opinion about it. I'm like, yo, why is it so long? And why is it drawn out? Like, why are some fighting scenes 8 minutes? People might not know, but I'm a film and a food critic. So,
Yeah.
you know, my opinion kind of means something in that world. But I'm just watching it. I'm analyzing it. I'm watching it from two different sides. I'm watching it from regular me, spending my money watching a movie. It's my boy Ro. Oh, I
Peace,
follow
bro.
you on
What's
Twitter.
cracking?
What's good? He follow
Hey,
you
what's
on
cracking?
Twitter.
What's your name?
What's your Twitter?
The other day, no, oh, that's crazy underscore.
Oh, that's crazy underscore on Twitter.
Hey, what's up, bro? Good to meet you.
What's good?
That's
Nice fuck with
crazy.
you.
Really nice
Much
dude.
love.
So I was watching the movie and I'm just like, why this fighting scenes? Okay, perfect example. John Wick 4, the almost close to the end when he has to meet him at the church. Bro, he had to go up like 1,000 stairs.
I was about to bring this shit up, bro. He did, and then he gets knocked down twice. Like, yo, like it
My,
didn't need to be
like,
that long.
don't you know when you just throw your hands in the air? It's like one of those moments, like,
Yeah.
again, bro.
Like it was like it was like kind of funny, but also like it was funny the first time, and then the
Yeah.
second time he got knocked down the steps, I was like, yeah, all right, y'all dragging it. Like you gotta stop, please.
And then when the blind dude came and helped him, I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
Gang.
Yeah.
Oh, then when they had to shoot themselves, like shoot each other
Yeah.
at the end of it, that shit was crazy. But when the white racist
Yeah.
dude, like when he got murked, I was happy. I was like, yeah, boy. The
Yeah, no,
underdog
he
came out
needed to
on
go.
top.
He needed to go. But what's it called? The blind dude, Donnie Yen. He's one of the coldest motherfuckers on planet Earth. So like seeing him do his shit, like I could the movie could have just been 3 hours of him, and I would have been fine with it. I love Donnie Yen. He's super
That's
dope.
homie from IP man, right?
Yes, sir. Oh man, those movies are crazy. I haven't seen the first one in forever.
Yo, IP man is like that. I watched that with Brain Orchestra. We watched all
Hey,
three of
shout
them.
out to Brain. Oh,
Yeah.
when? Like when y'all did the tour?
Nah, a little before, like we like tried some shrooms. And we was up for like 3-4 hours, 3-4 hours. So we just watched part of it. We just watched that for like 5 hours straight, man. That was intense. I was feeling the emotions.
I mean, like that's a crazy movie to watch on shrooms because like the one fight scene I remember from the first one is when bro's fighting everybody in the dojo and he singles out this one dude and just like drums out punches on his chest like 64 times. Like I can't even imagine like I lose my shit watching that sober. So like
Yo, homie, just and then imagine the second one, bro, like the Western one.
yeah.
That shit was blowing me. Shrooms do your body differently. So that shit was depressing. Just to see the white man beat him up. I was like, no, bro. Damn. This was fucking with my heart, bro.
Yeah, that's rough. So y'all watched all three back to back on shrooms?
Back
All three
to
of them?
back to back, bro.
Crazy.
Clap. I went to sleep at like 5 a.m. that day. It was a good time though, bro. So yeah.
That's hilarious. Like so
What's his
okay,
name
so
again?
okay.
What's that fighter's name again?
The guy who played the
From
dude?
IP Man. Yeah.
Okay, that's Donnie Yen.
Yeah, that's out him, man.
Nah, he's the best. Fucking so before we move on, now I gotta ask, like, so y'all watched all three of these movies back to back while you were clapped off
Back to back.
shrooms. Like, what was your first reaction after you finished the fucking three Ip Man movies? Like those shits that's just so wild. Like I can't imagine watching all three of those at once. That's so wild.
I was just like, all right, let me go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot. It was emotions, feel me? Like just off the shrooms, bro, my emotions, I was just up and down, like excited. Then I was a little confused. Then the storyline's just changing. And then, after the movie, it tells you like the real story of him. And I'm just like, damn, like he got like 68 grandchildren or something like that. So yeah, that movie had me in my feelings, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
The second part from
I was a little exhausted from watching, from being up and watching.
I'm sure. Like I can only fucking also yeah, that's the guy the character he played is the guy who like trained Bruce Lee. So like he's
Oh
nuts.
yes, I remember
like,
seeing that. I remember seeing young Bruce Lee in the movie, and that was mad because he was teaching Americans. That was mad. Bruce Lee was teaching the Americans martial arts. You remember that?
yeah, man, I do.
Yeah, and he ended up saving them. When
no, you flow like water right through a nigga's chest. That'll make somebody mad, definitely.
And it was like some little Japanese, Chinese beef in the first one. I was like, oh shit, they gave you some history.
Yeah, no, it's those movies are tight. It's been so long since I watched any of them. So after talking about it now, I definitely got to go run those back. I got to find them. Where'd you watch them?
Oh, it was on Netflix, I believe.
Oh, bet. All right, cool. I'm on that. And
we gotta have a watch party.
And
get everybody.
Oh hell yeah, bro. Next time y'all out here, just let me know. I'm all about that. I love a good movie.
I'm out there June 29th, bro. I'm doing the show June 29th. My bad. We gotta somehow stream it at the show.
All right. We'll make it happen. That sounds good. Damn. Okay, now before I move on and ask you my usual questions, you just said you fancy yourself a movie and food critic, and obviously man after my own heart type shit. So like, what is it about movies just like in general that you find so fascinating? Like that's like that's not some shit I take lightly. So I'm always curious, like what did that for you?
I just love the way the filming of movies, you know, especially like the way Spike Lee film or Martin Scorsese film or Michael Bay, right? It's like
Oh wow.
the way a lot of these people film is crazy. What's homie's name? Who did Color Purple?
Steven Spielberg.
Especially Steven Spielberg. So it's just like the perspectives they have, man. It's the way they can catch certain angles. All that right there, that's what got me really into movies. And of course, storylines and everything after that. But just the way things are filmed and shot, like the different cameras, the different angles that they get. I'm trying to think of one movie I seen of, I think it might have been a Bronx Tale.
Ooh,
I don't
good
know
one.
if Scorsese did a Bronx Tale, but the way the Bronx Tale was shot, I'm just like, yo. I remember watching that movie so many times, and I was like, yo, like, this is how you shoot a movie. So I would just say that just like the filming process of it, and just going to the movies, you know, that's something I love to do. I hope movies never go away. I remember when AMC stock was doing bad, I was hurt. But it's
Yeah,
just
me
like, you know,
too. I was type stressed. It was crazy.
seeing the movie on the big screen, bro, with the speakers, nothing better than that. So I want to say the filming process and just being able to watch it in the theater, that's really what got me into it.
Felt. So a couple things about what you just said. A, um, yeah, I also love the like I got the AMC Stubs A-list shit where you pay the
I'm
monthly
wrong.
fee and you go see as many movies as you want. Like
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's my whole shit. I'm in the theater every chance I get. And I looked it up. Bronx Tale was directed by Robert De Niro, funny enough. I think that
Come
might have been
on.
his like first directorial shit ever.
No, he went
Which
crazy on
I
that.
didn't
Remember the
realize.
bus scene? I love the bus scene.
Yeah, the bus scene's
He like
crazy.
that. Shouts out Robert De Niro.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Rob De Niro. Yeah, he's obviously bro's a legend as an actor, but he also, yeah, I feel like like a lot of people don't even know that he like directs in general. But yeah, shout out to him.
Hey,
He's a legend.
this like the little
Um,
story on Twitter that Robert De Niro blacker than somebody. I just want people to stop that. I don't give a fuck if his girl black, girls. I was talking about his girlfriend, not his kids. I didn't get to his kids yet. I don't give a fuck who black over there. Robert De Niro is not blacker than no black person.
yeah. Oh, said that. Like, no, you're good.
Twitter.
That's important. That shit's so corny to me. Like, why do
But
people do that?
shouts out to my
I don't
boy
know.
though.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, no doubt. It's just always like type corny to me when people was like, oh yeah, like it's like the blackest white. Like, shut up, son. Like, stop. Like,
Stop it.
don't. Please.
Because we all know Terry Crews is the whitest, blackest person in the world. All right.
You're not wrong,
I'm
son.
done.
You're not wrong. That's funny as hell, son. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, you mentioned Scorsese. You mentioned Scorsese and Michael Bay in the same sentence, and that's a thing that I imagine a lot of people would be like, "What?" Just because
No,
like there
they
was,
fire.
I mean, like, yeah, nah, like, because Michael Bay is somebody that I kind of had to. I didn't always love his movies, and like 10 years ago, it was like the thing to do to just like take a shit on everything Michael Bay did at all times. But like he's gotten like Son's got classics, honestly. Like between like Pain and Gain is crazy. I really like Armageddon. Fucking the Bad Boys movies are great. I don't know. Like he's just I don't know. People I mean like Michael Bay definitely deserves his criticisms here and there. He's kind of a wild boy in a lot of ways, but like he makes real entertaining fun movies too. It's not like everything he's made is trash. And like
Who
I
made the
stand
movie
by Pain and
Disturbia?
Gain. That was shit. I don't remember. I think he might have like produced it or something. But let me see.
You gotta do the knowledge on that,
Let me
bro.
double
Cause
check.
I seen Disturbia like 3 times in the movie theater, bro. I was wild.
Yo. Nah, I remember seeing it the first time it came out. A guy named DJ Caruso directed Disturbia.
What the hell?
But like, yeah, I don't know, but like it kind of feels like a Michael Bay movie, right?
No,
A little
you
bit.
got it. There's one back here. I was talking.
Hey, bro, remember that movie when Samuel Jackson was the cop next door? That nigga was wilding. That nigga was wilding, bro.
He was gone. Like Sam Jackson was just gone at that point. Like,
remember that movie Black
damn.
Snake Moan, bro? That nigga was wilding.
Yo,
yeah,
Black Snake, Black Snake. Yeah, all the time.
Movie.
Like,
I hate that movie, bro.
Why?
They're like, why you got that white girl chained up? And
yeah, nah, I get it. It's been a grip since I seen.
One more time. My bad. You remember Samuel Jackson on Jungle Fever by Spike Lee when he was a crackhead dancing?
Yep.
You don't remember that? Yo, yeah. Sam Jackson.
Of course I do.
Bro. I can ask you, do you remember so many roles of him? Wow.
Yo, and he's just got like no shame either. The crazy thing about him in Jungle Fever is that like he had just kicked a crack addiction, and like then he came and like played Wesley Snipes' brother and shit. So like that's why he did it so well, because he knew exactly what he needed to do. Like that's such a crazy, like the movie itself isn't that great, but Sam Jackson's performance is like super fire in it. It's super great.
Wow.
Sorry, what happened?
Jungle Fever. He went to the crack Taj Mahal. How could you not like that movie? They went to the crack Taj Mahal. Listen, go back to that movie. They went to the crack Taj Mahal. He said, yo, where the Reverend TV at? The nigga said, Samuel Jackson said, yo, nigga, where you think he's at? I smoked it. The nigga said, what? Yo, you want to be a junkie? Fuck you. He said, what? I'm a crackhead. You wildin', that movie's not fire. And it had Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. See,
I can give you another scene.
Please. Go.
I'll give you another scene, my boy. Hey, never mind, that was shoe shop I was thinking of. But I was gonna say the elevator scene when Tupac seeing Omar Epps. But still, bro.
Oh, and Juice? Okay, yeah, nah. Like
no, bro, I love Jungle Fever. Remember when he took her remember when he got the flowers and went to her job?
Yeah.
Bro, that scene made me cry, bro. Quit playing.
Damn. The only reason I say that about Jungle Fever is because like I think so much about that ending, and like how much that ending fucked with how much I liked everything else that came before it. It's not my favorite Spike movie, but like
that ending was wild.
The ending was crazy. Like it really felt like a joke. I was like, you're really gonna end it like that? Like you're gonna like I know Spike's not a subtle dude, but I was just like, come on, son.
You don't like Spike.
I like Spike. I love Spike. Spike's great.
You got beef with Spike.
Stop.
Spike Ice Spike. That's crazy.
Relax. He doesn't got a perfect filmography. There was a period of time where he was putting out some duds, but his classics are classics. Love Malcolm X, love Mo Better Blues, love Do the Right Thing, love I love Girl 6. I know a lot of people don't fuck with Girl 6. I love Girl 6. What else? Shit. Damn. Bamboozled's amazing. One of my favorite movies ever.
Bamboozled is crazy, bro.
That shit's so sad. I can't watch it all the way through. I gotta like take breaks. That shit gets my blood up.
My homegirl made me watch that movie. She like, yo, I need you, come to the crib. We're gonna get high. I need you to watch something. And then she was like, I don't know why she wanted me to watch that. I don't know. Maybe she didn't want me to sell out as an artist. But we watched Bamboozle. And I was like, damn, this nigga cool there. I was trying to put it together while we was watching
Big time.
All right.
Son, that movie hurts. Like it's a great movie, but it hurts. Like it just hurts so bad to watch. Oh, okay. Nah. Before we move on, how you feel about She Hate Me? You ever see She Hate Me?
She Hate Me.
It's So fucking She Hate Me is a Spike movie. Anthony Mackie's in it, and he's this like business executive who gets fired from his job, and his ex fiance or ex girlfriend or some shit comes and finds him, and she's dating a woman now, and they want a sperm donor so they can have a baby, and he starts selling his sperm. Or no. He doesn't start selling his sperm. He just starts having sex with a bunch of lesbians, and they pay him to impregnate them. Like it's a crazy movie. Like Q-Tip's in it for like 10 minutes for some reason. But
I've seen the songs before.
it's nuts.
Have you ever seen Prison Songs with Q-Tip and Fat Joe and Mary J. Blige?
No, I haven't. I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That movie was alright, bro. It was like a BET classic, one of those like baby boy reruns type movie.
Uh-huh.
Yo, my nigga ain't seen Prison Songs. Yo, my nigga was down bad. They have, damn. Yeah, you should Google that, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. If it's on Tubi, I might run that tonight. To be honest,
it might be on Tubi, bro. I don't got Tubi, but it might be on there. I heard Tubi was here.
It is. Yeah, no.
You seen All About the Benjamins before?
Of course, I've seen All About the Benjamins. Come on, man. Yeah, I love All About the Benjamins. It's been a long time, but I've seen All About the Benjamins.
All right, I'm done.
This has been great. But now I'm gonna ask you, since we talked about it earlier. What's the first movie experience you can remember having? It could be at the theater, it could be at your cousin's house. Like first thing that comes to mind for you.
Damn, my first movie that I can remember. One of them just might be too hard, bro. I got too many memories. Let's say I remember watching Cornbread Earl and Me with my folks. And I was like, damn, I don't really fuck with this. You ever seen that movie?
I just did because my homie Marcel Allen put me onto it a while ago, and I finally watched it because it's on YouTube. That's a crazy movie.
Let's Low Down Dirty Shame. I remember they had like the mall scene. Were they in the mall when they was like blinking shit up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
had the low haircut.
Oh, you're talking about Set It Off now? Yeah, nah, yeah.
I'm talking about Low Down Dirty Shame. Remember that movie Small Soldiers? I remember seeing that with my cousin.
Shit, and the like the Lord of the Rings figures. Yeah, nah, I remember Small Soldiers.
Listen, too many movies, bro. I remember seeing Like Mike for my cousin's birthday. We went to the movies to see Like Mike. I was like, damn, my boy Bow Wow went crazy. And the white boy was bullying him. I was mad. I'm like, yo, this white boy getting on my nerve.
Yeah, he's the worst. You know what's crazy? I watched Like Mike again recently, and the dude who was bullying Bow Wow. You watched Breaking Bad at all?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I lied.
You remember?
To you. I'm sorry. I don't.
It's all good. He like that dude's an actor who's in like he's on Breaking Bad. For anybody listening who doesn't know, his name's Jesse Plemons. I think he's the dude who shot the little kid on Breaking Bad, like in season 5 or 4, I forget. Like they did like a train heist, and then a little kid saw them. But yeah, like he's an actor that I had seen in a bunch of shit, and then I went back and watched Like Mike, and I'm like, oh shit, this is where he got his first start. Like it's just I love shit like that when you come up with somebody and then you go back and find their first thing you didn't know they were in, even though like I'd seen Like Mike when it first came out, but that was
where were you?
It was nice to see him drop. Shit, where was I when Belly 2 dropped? Damn, because it was only a couple years after Belly 1, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it might have been 2 years after because the game was in it, so it had to be like 2006 or 7.
Yeah, right.
I remember seeing State Property 1 with my brother, bro. That shit was crazy. I think that did damage to the community.
Y'all watch? Y'all watched it at home?
They property 1 and 2 did damage. Somebody calling me, bro.
Got you.
My bad. State property 1 and 2 did
Nah,
damage
you're
to the
good.
black community.
How so? Like, I see what you mean,
Yeah.
but tell me why.
I don't know if I want to get into details on that one, bro. But I just remember like they was killing every. No, my brother was running around screaming, "Get down and lay down for real." like, yo, niggas took that shit serious.
Yeah, Beans had people in a chokehold, son. Like that, like State Property 1. State Property 1 is a movie that I've seen more times than I feel like I should have. Like,
Right.
but just
Yo, bro.
yeah, nah. What?
I remember watching Halloween Town 1 and 2. Yo, that was my shit, bro.
Halloween Town's a classic. Halloween Town's a
Bro.
classic.
Remember the Phantom movie? What was it? Yo, Disney Channel had the movies, bro.
Disney Channel did have the movie, son.
High School Musical.
there.
Get your head in the game, Corbin Blue, bro. That nigga shit was slapping, bro. I remember. I was there for that.
You remember? Yo,
remember the basketball movie with the twins? The Luck of the Irish?
I do, yeah. The Luck of the Irish. There it is. Yo.
Remember You Wish? With the nigga from Lizzie McGuire.
I do remember You Wish.
Remember the Lizzie McGuire movie, bro, when he was hating? He tried to like
and then and then she goes to Italy and then she finds a pop star who looks just like her. Yeah, nah. Same,
I was
bro.
there for that.
Lizzie McGuire was my whole shit.
Okay, so let me run that back. I feel like the first movie I remember watching is like Air Bud, or like when the cats and the dogs was just roaming around. You remember that movie? What was that? No, that was my shit.
That's just Cats and Dogs, right?
Nah, that shit had a better name than that. I mean, you might know.
Nah, that shit was called Cats and Dogs. I promise. I remember.
That shit was heat, bro. Yo, remember that Christmas movie when they had like the Heart Machine, and they had John Sally in it, the tall basketball playing nigga?
No.
Oh my gosh! The Santa Claus was mad. He was working on his machine and he threw it out. Somebody found it in the trash. I think Brenda Song was in it.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds kind of wild.
That shit was heat, bro. Damn, bro. Cheetah Girls, yo, my cousins used to run that shit up.
We had the soundtrack, me and my sister. We used to go crazy listening to the Cheetah Girls soundtrack.
I remember that Snoop Dogg movie, Bones. I remember when that came out. We was really watching Bones, bro. We was really watching that shit. All right, I'm done.
Nah, man, you're good. This is like, yeah, just I was that kind of kid too, who just kind of like found and watched everything I could, just like from all across the fucking spectrum. Like
my mama made me watch Passion of the Christ.
Why?
With my aunt, and they was crying that whole movie. I'm like, what the fuck y'all crying for? But they had a deeper connection. I know now what I didn't know then. They had a deeper connection. It's like when they was crying at church. I was like, damn, why my folk crying? And I'm not crying. Sorry. But I seen Passion of the Christ and Mel Gibson. Yo, that nigga's crazy.
Yeah, that's a wild boy right there. I can't handle him sometimes. Most times, honestly.
Braveheart. Remember that movie Braveheart?
I do remember Braveheart. Yeah, Braveheart's wild.
Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Johnson Family Vacation.
Wasn't in no Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Okay, yeah, no, we're just bouncing around. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll tend to bounce around sometimes.
Nah, bro, you're good. Yeah, no, you don't gotta apologize at all. It's what's it called? I do remember. Okay. Now let's talk about Johnson Family Vacation. There's 2 scenes I remember from Johnson Family Vacation. One where they're in the motel,
with the alligator. That's the habitat
with the alligator. Okay. Exactly. And then the other one is when they're driving in the car and Bow Wow got to go to the bathroom, and he pees in the cup, and then
And they threw it on
Cedric's about to, yeah, and then he's about to drink it, and then no, you're good. And then fucking Cedric's about to drink it, and then he just throws the cup out the window, and it splashes all over the cop's face. Man, that movie's wild.
Yo, that movie's crazy. Remember off Set It Off when she told Frankie she need that money and she was crying with the ugly face? Nah.
Yeah, no, I do.
Or when Jada Pinkett was on the bed crying at the end when she threw all the money on the bed.
Yeah. Man, Set It Off is another one I've been meaning to watch again for like I think the last time I watched it might have been like right after I graduated college, but like it's just one of those that you never forget, you know? Like fucking Set It Off is just like iconic in so many ways. Like just shout out to all of them, man. Like for real. Shout out to Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett. Fucking just everybody.
You don't know the rest. I'm sorry. You know a movie you can't forget?
What's that?
You're a wizard, Harry. Harry, you're a wizard. I'm not a wizard.
All the
I'm just Harry.
All the goddamn Harry Potter movies. I've
You're
seen
a wizard,
all those
Harry.
movies.
You're a wizard, Harry. I love that part. I just wake my daughter up sometimes and say, "You're a wizard, Harry."
What'd she say to you when you say that?
Yeah, it'd be like 3 a.m. She'd be like, "Oh, yeah, where's that Harry?"
Just waking your daughter up on some shit.
That's love crazy. Harry Potter, bro.
I'm not the biggest Harry Potter person. I've seen all the movies and I know all the references like a good millennial, but it's not my favorite thing ever. Like
okay. I don't want to do this with you then. I don't want to finish the convo with you about Harry. I need you to share my same excitement.
Let's talk about Quidditch, son. How do you feel about Quidditch? I love Quidditch.
Bro, I feel like you remember the game that they was playing when bro stood on the stick to get the what is it called? What's the thing Quidditch that they get that be flying?
The snitch, yeah.
What?
The snitch, the golden snitch.
Yes. You remember when Harry stood on a broom to get it?
Yeah.
And Professor Snape was like fucking with his broom.
Yeah, no, and that shit was flying too, right? He was like moving and shit, right? Yeah. I remember that.
Like Harry got a story, bro. Like the boy who lived, you feel me? Like it was so much against him. Yo, since birth, I was watching that shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga only 13, bro. He been through some shit.
Lived,
bro.
Yeah, like from the time he was literally born, like
literally,
he's like,
bro.
You know, like enough respect to Harry Potter.
Out of here, bro.
Yeah, like he was, you know, like Harry Potter went through some shit, and you know, there's definitely a lot to dig through there, and I did really just love.
Remember when he couldn't go on a field trip because he couldn't get a signature? I was like, damn,
yeah.
Man. All right, I'm done,
bro. Holy shit, son. Sorry, I just gotta collect my brain for a second. So obviously you've seen a ton of movies. That's great. As you got older and started to have more life experiences, was there a movie that kind of stopped you in your tracks and really touched you on some like this is more than just like not like that?
My bad.
But like, you're good.
Crazy.
You're good, son. What was the first movie you watched that you remember being like a capital M movie? You know, like something that was like bigger than just like, oh, this is like 90 minutes of entertainment type shit.
Damn, bro. I feel like the first movie that touched me was Signs, that alien movie.
Uh-huh. Damn. Right. Wow, I haven't thought about Signs in a minute. Shit. What was your first reaction like
No,
watching
my brother
Signs.
showed me that movie. He's like, bro, I told you aliens was real.
Word?
And while we was watching it, he was kind of just like, yo, see, certain scenes, and did some research. And I was just like, yo, he had me convinced at that time that we had some shit out here floating around. So I just remember that. Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
What for? No, you're good.
No,
Like
I
it.
just did a screenshot. I thought it
Oh,
messed up.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, Signs touched me, bro. Let's get back to Mel Gibson. That movie really touched me.
Man, yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it since you know what's crazy? I saw Scary Movie 3 before I saw Signs, like the movie that parodied Signs. So like I knew what it was about already before I even seen it, and like and you're like a big part of the like when it first came out, a big part of it was that like you didn't know that it was about aliens. All you saw was like it was something weird happening, but so like I kind of like reverse engineered the process of watching that movie and like experiencing it, but I still really enjoyed it. like like the the scene of them in like the tinfoil hats is wild to me. I just like that's like the standard conspiracy theorist fucking outfit now, just like with the tinfoil hats and shit. So crazy.
Yo, I do remember watching Color Purple again as an adult, and I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
In a
But that
good
movie
way or a
touched
bad
that
way.
movie touched me too. Touched my heart.
It's a good ass movie.
Yeah, it was a strong story. Like,
Just like their whole relationship and like their journey and just like them
oh my
fighting back
God.
against Mister and all that. Like great, great movie. I love The Color Purple. I love The Color Purple. I saw the Broadway musical they made. They made a Broadway musical like 10 years ago. And Fantasia Barrino was in it.
Shit, remember Fantasia's
I think
Lifetime
she played
movie? No,
Fantasia's.
Fantasia Lifetime
No,
movie
I
fucked
don't.
me up, bro. On some North
Tell
Carolina
me,
shit, bro.
tell
That
me about
was
it.
for the
I actually
state.
never seen it.
Yo, she had to steal diapers, bro. She had to steal
Damn.
diapers for her kids. And I remember watching that as a youngin. What channel was that? 53? And Charlotte, 31. Excuse me. Lifetime Network, 31. Fantasia had a movie. She had a baby as a teen. It was a crazy situation that happened. Like, yo, and she was acting in it herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a sad situation that happened. Then she had her baby, and her family was on some like really not fucking with her, like, oh, you grown, you gonna be grown. And she went out in the world and she had to steal some diapers from the store. Yeah. I remember watching that. I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I really fuck with Fantasia's story.
She's
And it
hard
matched
body, bro. Like I
it matched the music. You ever heard her song Baby Mama?
I have, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Watch the movie. That shit hit a little harder when you know the story.
You remember what it's called? Because I want to find it now.
I think it's called the Fantasia story. The
Oh,
Fantasia
literally
Barrino
just oh,
story.
got it. Okay. Okay. I thought I just got what you meant. I thought you were talking about like a whole like fictional movie she was in, but you're talking about like the actual like it's like a documentary or like a
Oh, this real life.
got you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a real life movie, bro. She been through some shit. She overcame. You feel me? She got on. She went to American Idol. You feel me? I was like, damn, bro, maybe I could go on American Idol one day. Like, I live in North Carolina just like Fantasia, bro. I go through some of the same shit she going through. Maybe I could do something one day. And, I thought about going on the X Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't go, though. But I thought about it, bro. So, yeah, that movie, bro. That movie really did something. And Bring It On
Damn.
Again.
Classic.
Yeah, because you might, I don't know, bro. These movies really did something to
What?
me as a youngin', bro. You might think I'm playing.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah. Damn. Fucking yeah, so yeah, not yeah, now we're here. I haven't thought about Bring It On Again in years. What was it? What was it about Bring It On Again? Because like those Bring It On movies, they went forever. Like they might have even just made one like 4 years ago or some shit.
I just want
Like
to say it was just the time, bro. I just remember being there, bro. That's what it is for me in movies. Like, I was there, bro, when ATL came out. Me and my cousins on the couch watching, watching ATL back to back, saying one day we're going to go to the A. And we went to the A. You feel me? Like, I said, damn, bro, they be in the pools and shit. 'Cause we ain't had no pools in our neighborhood. we ain't had no pools. Shouts out to people from Charlotte watching this. At this time, I lived in Rockwell Park. We ain't had no pool in our neighborhood. So to watch that, damn. Yeah.
hell yeah, fucking cooling at the skating rink and working at the country club and shit. ATL's a wild movie.
Bro,
ATL's great.
I remember in theater arts we had to do like a performance, and I like slacked off. And I told my homie, I was like, bro, you gonna be my partner? We just gonna do ATL. And we did the scene when he showed him the money. When he like, hey, where you been? He was like, I was out. Then he told him he don't see how cleaning photos gonna help him. And he showed him the money. Me and my homie did that scene in theater arts, Vance High School.
Incredible. How'd y'all do? Were you happy with it?
I think we did bad, bro, but to me, we did good, bro. That was one of my best
Hey,
performances ever.
damn. You ever go roller skating after you saw ATL or not?
I went skating. I spent a summer in South Carolina one time, and we skated a lot. That's all them niggas do out there. They go skate, and then I don't know. I think that's all they do. No disrespect, nobody from out there. We went skating a lot,
Yeah.
like Tuesday,
Yeah,
Thursday, Sunday type shit. I'm like, damn, these folks be skating.
that's hard body. My dad used to be a professional roller skater. So roller skating kind of runs in my blood too. So I feel that.
Nice. Are you from New Jersey originally? Like that's where you born and raised?
Yeah, or no, I was born in New York, but I was raised in Jersey.
Jersey City?
I was raised in a town called Montclair, like right outside of New York City.
I know what Montclair is. That's where I did my video at for my old plug Still Pussy. That bookstore and the record store.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Damn, that's wild.
That's
Yeah,
one of my favorite
yeah, nah,
bookstores.
that's a nice ass bookstore. It's the one right off of Bloomfield Ave, right?
Yeah, and they got an empanada spot over there I'll be fucking with. You know what I'm talking about?
It's right next to the pizza spot. Yeah, no, I was just over
You
there a
know
week and
what's
a half
going
ago.
on. Yeah, bro. I'll be over there cooling. That's my
Son,
hood, okay.
damn. Next,
If you go over there, you're
like,
gonna see a sticker of me somewhere.
bro, I literally lived in Montclair for like 18 years of my life. Like that's like my home. Like Bloomfield Ave. I used to stay on. I used to be up and down Bloomfield Ave, like
That's
damn near
crazy,
every
bro.
day.
Yeah, that's a nice little area over there. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
got some good food in y'all city, y'all town. You watch The Sopranos, bro?
Yeah, I never finished it, but I've seen enough to say that I've watched The Sopranos at this point. Yeah, nah, they So you know where Holston's is at? It's over in it's like over on like the border of Bloomfield, the town.
Okay, okay.
So like that, yeah. So like that spot, it's like right on the border of the town I live in now, Bloomfield and Montclair. They shot the last scene of The Sopranos in Holston's. They
In
actually
that
shot a lot of
restaurant?
The Sopranos. Yeah, nah, like the one like the scene right before it cuts to black that everyone hated. Like
Right.
that's in yeah, nah, that's in Holston's. And they shot a lot in that area because it took place in like northern Jersey in that general area.
Yeah, have you been to that Luca Brasi restaurant in Hoboken?
No, I haven't. I heard about it though. I passed by it because I was driving through Hoboken. Must have been like 3-4 weeks ago, like a month ago, something like that.
You like Tony Baloney's?
I like Tony Baloney's. I went there for the first time 2 years ago with Brain Orchestra. Funny enough, actually.
Tony Baloney's got like a taco pizza, bro. That shit was crazy.
They got a elote pizza too. That's the one that got me.
Elote pizza.
Yeah.
Them niggas
Yeah,
is Latin.
Yeah. It's good as shit. Like, cause that spot was we went up there because we were there for supply. No, we weren't there for supply and demand. We were there for the Fly Seafood's album release shit that Liv and Frank did at Top Shelf, and everybody went to fucking Tony Baloney's because it's like right next door. And that elote pizza hit. It was crazy.
Did you go to that Montgomery show?
I wish, man. I didn't have an in, and I didn't have $100 to be dropping for a ticket at that point.
I could have got you there.
Ah, damn. I don't know. It's crazy because last night I went to go see The Blackening. Just because I was like, I want to go back to the movies. Let me go check The Blackening. And then I get out and I see all the pictures of everybody at the thing. And I'm just like, A, I forgot it was tonight. B, I couldn't get in anyway. And I just, it's like, it's been so long since I feel FOMO, like in that way, you know, like that shit typically doesn't hit me like that. But I was like, I was upset. I wish I could have been there.
Bro, can you help me set up my podcast?
Yeah. What you need?
I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do the same thing, doing like interview people on this videos on type thing.
What you want it to be about?
Wrestling and music.
That's hard.
Bro, did you ever watch the Howard Stern show?
Not really. Like not like a
that
ton.
Show was crazy.
I seen a few episodes, but which one was your favorite?
I don't got a favorite. I was young watching the Howard Stern show, and I didn't really watch this. Like turn it on, and they doing some wild stuff, like he touching somebody's breast or something. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, those were
or like
those were
somebody's
different
naked
times.
on his show, and they just smiling. They're like, yeah, we're chilling.
Those were different times, son. I can't even imagine. He was on some other shit at all times.
Yo was still on TV, Channel 7.
Yeah. What was y'all's Channel 7? Because ours was ABC.
HBO.
Was y'all's HBO? Okay. Yeah, ours. Yeah, our Channel 7 was ABC.
Did you grow up with cable?
Yeah, I did grow up with cable.
Nice. Blessed.
Did y'all grow up with cable?
Hell no. I used to have to watch shit on. I used to have to watch That's So Raven and shit Saturday morning, like after the Jackie Chan show.
Uh-huh.
You remember that, bro? You remember that Saturday morning shit, bro? Like
Jackie Chan Adventures is such a crazy show. Good shit.
I used to be up early watching that. I remember Wishbone. Bro was on the adventure. Oh no, I remember the Goosebump show, bro. That shit used to creep me out.
I was just talking to Kelly about this last week. Yeah, I love the Goosebump show.
Yo, I was there for that.
That haunted mask shit fucked me up. That fucks me up to this day. Like I get creeped out thinking about it.
What about that movie Dead Silence?
Oh, with the fucking marionettes. Yeah, nah, I love Dead Silence.
Man, that movie still creeped me out right now.
And the ending where she turned bro into the into a puppet, and she was just like manipulating his spine, and that was a wild ass movie. That's so crazy.
It's not a good movie out here, man.
Yeah, man. But before we get too off track, Um, talk to me about music for you. When did music become like capital M music for you and something that wasn't just like passive and in the background and shit?
Um, yo, I remember I met Slim Thug, Mike Jones, and Paul Wall. I think it was like 2006 at a dub show. They came to Charlotte, North Carolina. They had like
That's
a
hard.
dub.
What the
They
fuck?
had like a dub car show, and my mother bought me and my brother tickets. And she's like, "Yeah, y'all just go in there and do y'all thing and all that." That's crazy that she did that. We didn't have cell phones or anything, but we still somehow made it out. But yeah, I went to the dub show, seen Slim Thug perform. He had on a nice chain, doing his thing all on stage. Yeah. Right? I seen but they performed and they had a table that you can, go up and talk to him. And I met
Yeah.
Mike Jones, he had on the Ice Age chain, and Paul Wall, he had on the Fire Grill. And they were very open to talk to the people there. I told them I was thinking about doing music. I was just writing at that time, but still reciting it, and they were very encouraging. Especially Slim Thug. He was like, do that shit. I remember him telling me to do that shit. I was like, yo, this Slim Thug, bro. I went and told my mom, yo, Slim Thug told me to do it. So that experience, I want to say like stuck out a lot. I just remember being hella inspired. And after the shows, like all the cars kind of drove out. I think that was Uptown Charlotte or wherever it was. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, niggas are sitting on them things. You ever seen somebody who was sitting on them things before? You ever been down south?
Yeah. 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 Of course I have.
All
I
right,
got
yeah,
family in
nigga.
Virginia. I've been to Texas. Yeah. Nah. I've been around.
Yeah, you been to the south for real, but in Texas, Jesus. Yo, I remember. Damn, I want to say maybe I made a CD called Brunch in like 2014, right, with some of my friends, and when we
Hmm.
released that album, the reception was well, and the support I had putting it out was good. So I remember we released that. I feel like things were like getting serious. Like I actually thought I was gonna blow up off that CD,
Damn.
and so I want to say that was really a moment in time for me and the people around me. Like I feel like we accomplished something. So yeah, maybe 2014. That's kind of like when I knew.
Felt were y'all like? Do you feel like like was that mostly just kind of getting buzzed around North Carolina, or like were people from like outside the area like hitting
No,
y'all
just
about it,
just
or
North.
like
No, just North Carolina.
felt?
But I was sending it out to a lot of people on the internet, just like trying to find a way out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had a lot of local buzz, and well, I won't say a lot. It's like a good enough local buzz to do like more things.
Right.
But it was the momentum, I guess, around like the time of the album. It had a lot of momentum. So we was just going off that. Well, me personally, I was just working off that. And
Felt.
Nasper. You ever heard of Nasper
I
before?
know the
He's a
name, but
producer.
I can't think of none of his. I can't think of none of his beats, but I know the name.
He's from Winston Salem. Once uh he found out about my music, and once he found out about it, it kind of picked up outside of. Okay, he introduced my music to somebody else that like produced for West Side Gun, and that person pretty much opened their fan base to me, and things picked up from there. I was able to start traveling outside of North Carolina. So that was a point too.
That's
I want to say
fire.
2018, 2018, 2019. I was like, okay, this is going somewhere.
Right, because I want to say around the time I got tapped in with your music was probably around 2018, 2019. Um, I can't remember the name of the project because it's not on streaming anymore. But it was
Right.
the one. It's one of the ones where it's like a colorful animated shit, and like you're standing in front of like a bodega or like a corner store or some shit. I can't remember what it's called. I'm mad at myself, but like that was the first project of yours I heard, and I heard you and like I just ran it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, this nigga's trouble. Like
I
this
think it's
is
75th and
like
Amsterdam Part 2
I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, no, because 75th in Amsterdam, part one maybe is
on
on
the train,
one of them two's right. Yeah, right. That's the one you on the train.
and
So it
and
was the
Part
other
2
one.
is in
Yeah.
front of the bodega. Yes.
Right. Okay. Cool. 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 So yeah, no, that was the one for me. That was the one where I first got tapped in, and I was like, oh, who's Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon? And like that's where things really started to move, on that end. And like you, man, like like one of the things I love about your music is that like your style is so laid back that it can be like really disarming when you come through with like the crazy song titles and like all the jokes and just like all your stories and
Right.
anecdotes, like I feel like like you're somebody. I listen to your music and I feel like I've known you my whole life. Like without you being like too personal, you just feel like somebody that I've like already been connected to, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like like I was going back and re-listening to like like stuff like Change My Number Again and Tried Your Best, and just like just like all those, like just listening to the way that you rap, like it's so conversational, like it really
Yeah.
just like it almost seems like cliche to say it, but it's like you just really just be talking, like it just sounds like you're just like talking over a beat in like a really nice, like, approachable is the wrong word, but it's like it's just like super dope to me. I like it's just like transportive. Like I'm like exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like like I see you with the fucking whip jumper like Curry. Like you were talking about on Change My Number Again, and just like just joke it. I just love the way you do that, and it's really been like, I guess just because I'm curious, like, because you said that you really started to see some motion in like 2014, and then it really picked up in 2018. So between the time that you met with Slim Thug, Paul Wall, and Mike Jones, and the time that you started to drop that project in 2014 and start to get attention, when did you really like come into like your writing style? Like when did you know like, oh, this is what Jah-Monte sounds like? Like this is the Jah-Monte sound.
Like 2013,
Mm-hmm.
2012, 2013. I feel like I knew what I wanted to say. Um, I think my material back then was like more. How you explain it? My bad. I guess conscious friendly, um, conscious centered. I was, yeah, around 2012, 2013. I kind of had it figured out. Like, I asked myself a few questions, like, what do I want to say? Who am I talking to? Um, where do I want to go? Where am I now? So once I answered those questions for myself, I kind of had it figured out. I think from then was, what's the sound? Because at the time I was listening to a lot of like Currency and Big Crit and stuff like that, but I didn't really
Yeah.
want to sound like that. Um, and I started listening to like Knife Wonder beat tapes, Jay Dilla beat tapes. Just a lot of like Bandcamp in 2012, 2013, which is pretty big. So a lot of like
Yeah.
Chester Watson beat tapes and stuff like that. There's a lot of beat tapes
Yeah.
around that
Shout out to
time.
Chester.
Yeah, there's a lot of beat tapes around that time. I was able to find my sound, and there was a lot of things popping off locally in Charlotte. So I was able to like tap into both like things that's happening outside and online, like blog era, and yeah, things going on locally. Like we had a lot of things going on. people I was inspired by. So once I found that out, it was pretty easy. Um, it was just a matter of like forming the right people around me. So yeah, I'll say 2013.
Right. Yeah. Cause nah, that really, like thinking about it, that really is like the tail end of the blog era. Like
Yeah,
it's been kind of crazy to think about it in that context. Cause like we're like 10 years removed from that now. And I never thought we'd get to the point where it's like, yeah, we're 10 years removed from the blog era, like that's, like that's a wild thing to think about. And you kind of, so like you kind of like you found your sound around 2013. You dropped the album that really gave you the push locally in 2014, and built up a base and got to a point in 2018 where you start
yeah.
to where you start to drop, and more people around the country and the world start to notice. And
I feel like I really figured it out like around the time I released maybe in 2019. I really had it figured out how I wanted to sound, stuff to look. Um so yeah, that's when I knew for like 100% for sure. Like 14, 15, I knew, but I was still kind of on the fence. I was listening
right,
to a lot of other people's opinions of my music, of how it should sound, and I was still like watching other people, like, okay, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do this. But I want to say in 2019, like we were performing in this place called Tip Top Daily Market a lot, and I was able to kind of like figure out there like what I wanted to do for sure. And once I really figured it out, it picked up. I can't remember what album it was. It might have been um, God, Body, and Soul. When I released God, Body, and Soul, I feel like I had it figured out.
okay,
You remember that album, God,
that
Body,
makes
and
sense.
Soul, cover and
I
white and
do.
blue? Because I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
listening
no,
to a
I
lot
do.
of like
I haven't
Glenn
listened to it in
Miller.
a minute, but yeah.
I was listening to a lot of like Glenn Miller, Ella Fitzgerald, just like almost like bebop type shit. And I was like, yo, I kind of want to take this sound. Because I was introduced to the drumless stuff, but I didn't want to do it in like a Griselda way,
Yeah.
a Griselda Rock Marcy way as far as the sound. So I made an album named called Jury Rap with a producer named Phils, and it was like four ideas that I had. I want to say Glenn Miller, Danny Martin. I can't remember the producer, and like four producers I already had, and we just put it together. And that one, it kind of like really took off. I think that was 2019. That was an animated cover as well. When we made that album, it started to make like sense.
Right. Yeah, no, like that makes sense to me, especially considering that, like, like you'll get, like y'all got Jewelry Rap Productions. I assume that's where that came from, right?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and like things, like things have only kind of things have only gone crazier from there, which is wild considering that, like, like as you started building your momentum up, like obviously COVID happens in 2020, like like right around the time 75th in Amsterdam, parts 1 and 2 came out, and like you put out hella projects in 2020, bro. You put out like at least like 3 or 4 joints that year,
Right.
which is which is pretty, which is like kind of typical for you. Like you typically put out a lot of shit, but I'm always curious about this now because this is just the world we live in. What was it like, kind of feeling like you'd come into your own as an artist and start to build this base and really start to explode, and then like boom, the whole world closes? Like talk to me about what was going on there.
It was a little tough for me because I was in the middle of like a self-funded tour. So I was in New Jersey at the time doing the show, and I had 2 shows in New Jersey. So one of the promoters was like, "Yo, we still going to do it," and the other promoter was a little on the fence about it.
Mm.
And I was It was pretty tough. But I was prepared. Like I had a bunch of music already recorded from like 2018. So it just slowed a lot of things down as far as shows and just having to stay home and dodge COVID. Everybody was catching it.
Yep.
And I think that was at the time I tried to move too. Like I tried to move to Brooklyn around that time and it just didn't work out. So it was very unfortunate. It was a lot of like about to happen, like a lot of things I was about to do.
I can imagine, son. Like, yeah, just like, like especially since things were like really just starting to pick up, and like that's and you're like another one of the things I really got a lot of respect for you about is like just like like your touring hustle.
Right.
Like do you book your own shows? Do you have a booking agent?
There was a point in time that I was. I have the friend that I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, she helped me book some of the shows, but a lot of the shows I pretty much was booking.
Man, like
You know any booking
just like
agents?
I know a handful. I know a couple.
Please send me
You
some,
looking
bro.
for a booking agent? I got you, man. I got you. I definitely got you. Fucking what's it called? Oliver, who works with the Brain Orchestra. He's a great booking agent. I love him.
But yeah, I know Oliver.
He's
That's how
great. But
Oliver.
yeah, for real. Shouts out Oliver. I don't know how he does half of what he does, but he's dope. But I'll send you a couple others when we get off. Um uh Another and just like like as an artist who tours really often, or at least does like very like I feel like you tend to do like very like intimate shows, and like you just have like a really like tapped in fan base, more than
Right.
more than more than more than a lot of people. Like you got people all over the world buying vinyl off of Copenhagen crates, and fucking like just like I went on Discogs just to go look at your shit, and you're your shit's got value, man. Like not to say that like it needs to be evaluated by Discogs or whatever, but I'm always just curious to see how people like at y'all's level, like how far that shit reaches. And that's
Yeah.
just really cool to me to see that happen, and to like for you to get to the point where you make a song called like I'm not signing no more vinyl, or like I'm done signing vinyl, like that, like when we linked at the Brain Orchestra show and you signed your copy of Highly Favored for me, and that's the album with that song on it. It just made me laugh. It was special. It was special to get a vinyl signed for an album that has a song called I'm not signing any more vinyl. Like that was just dope to me.
To be the GOAT, bro. If it was anybody else.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I'm just out here, man. I'm just
That
I'm
venue
just
would
I'm
have
just
had a green room, bro. It wouldn't have been no vinyl sign.
Oh man, yeah, no. Kingsland is super super duper small, super duper chill. But that was a beautiful night, and I'm just really happy to see you. I'm just really happy to see all three of you, you, Nolan, Brain Orchestra, and Kelly, or four of you. Sorry, my fault. But just like y'all, like y'all all really worked so hard to get, like y'all worked so hard in four different directions to get to the same place, like at that one time. And that show felt really special to me because of that. And I was really happy to be there and like see y'all rock.
That was a good show. Somebody from Cooley High came to that.
Oh, word? To that show?
Yeah. I think the DJ, Cooley, Charlie Smart's DJ.
Oh, cool. That's tight. I didn't even realize.
I didn't even know either. To hit me up was like, yo, I was at the show. Yeah, that show was good. It was a good show.
Another thing you do a ton is one producer collabs. Like you like I'm not gonna sit here and list them all, but you got a ton of those. Like Buck Dudley did all of Highly Favored. You and Sadu have a bunch of projects together. Y'all just put out one like not even a month and change ago. What is it? What is it about? What is it about a one producer collab that you love so much? And like, what is it like? What would you say are some of the
All right.
benefits of doing like a one producer collab in that way?
Um, yeah, just a cohesive sound, I would say maybe. Some producer, like one producer albums, they can, I guess, just get in a space where they just make a batch of beats dedicated to you. Maybe like study your sound, and or it may be a producer that you just working with them to experiment with a different sound. Buck Deli, it was easy to work with Buck Deli because I listened to Crime Apple. Um, Buck Deli didn't really make beats cater to me. I think he might have maybe. I listened to a good amount of Crime Apple, so I pretty much already knew how Buck Deli beats were. So that was easy to make. And I wrote that album kind of like on a waterway in New Jersey, Jersey City. You know the waterway in Jersey City, that Hyatt
I do,
Hotel.
yeah.
Yeah, I stayed in that hotel maybe for like 4 nights and just wrote majority of the album there. So it was it was a good scenery. I was like on the waterway at like 3 a.m. smoking, just writing, just looking at Manhattan. Like, I I'm gonna write my way into Manhattan. So that album was pretty nice to make, and we recorded it in Jersey City also. Um, Sadu, Sadu was like one ever to like reach out to me, and so to like reach out to me and kind of like help elevate what I had going on. He put me in a different space. So me and him working on music is just pretty much it's just it's natural. Like I already knew his sound. You know how Sadu's sound is. He has the drums. He has kind of like the spooky sound. I remember hearing some of Mock songs. You remember? I can't remember the song he got with Mock. Um, it's like the Scientist video.
Shit.
I can't remember what that song is called, but
I can't pull it either, but I think I know what you're talking about either.
he's
Yeah.
wearing the jacket.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes, that beat. I remember hearing that beat, and then like linking with him, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like a big thing. So once I made a song with him, he sent me a beat, and once I made the song, you know how like I guess quote unquote underground rap how it is on Reddit and stuff like that. It's like how these chat rooms, how they all just talk about us and pretty much share our music illegally.
Yeah.
When I made a song with Sadu, I seen it in the Reddit chats and just how everybody was just reacting to it. And I was like, oh, he's really the truth. So when I made my Infinite Wisdom album with Sadu and Great Matter, it just worked out. It just felt natural. And I already respected his sound. And I was just, I don't know, I guess grateful for the opportunity. So it was pretty easy just to write this stuff. A moment in time. I have another album or somebody I can't remember. Yeah, it's like maybe a 7 inch with Tough Calm.
Mm-hmm.
The Navy Blue album was good though. I was able Navy just he messaged me on Instagram, was like, yo, I like what you're doing. I want to produce for you. And I messaged him back like, definitely, bro, let's run it up. And he invited me to his house. And I'm like, y'all fucking live in North Carolina. But I flew to New York maybe the following 2 days or something crazy. I flew to New York, and the Kai Solo was in his house as well. Me and the Kai Solo
Hey, shout out to a guy.
we were picking out we both was picking out beats for our albums at the same time. So he
Oh
playing,
shit. Okay.
yeah. So he playing beats in the car. Like I like that one. I like that one. Then he'll play some shit, and I'm like, okay, I like this beat. I like that beat. I like that beat. And yeah, we were just talking, getting to know each other. He was asking me questions, telling me stuff about him because I knew who he was, but I didn't know 100%. I just knew he was on the mint with Earl. I just pretty much knew.
Right.
Oh man, where at? I just pretty much just knew him through Earl, and so I was just like, oh snap. But he was playing a lot of beats. He was playing a lot of songs who he produced with people, songs he had with Mott, songs he had with Earl, songs he had with Pink Seafood. So he was playing a lot of joints, and we were just in there conversing, getting to know each other. Gave me some Freedom Man merch. So took me those beats. Gave me those beats. I took them back home, and I lived in Uptown Charlotte at the time, so I was just walking around, pretty much listening to the beats. I'm trying to figure out which ones I'm gonna use, and once I figured them out, we went to like this professional studio in Charlotte and just recorded them there. And yeah, I mean, it just worked. It just worked well. Like I was sending them songs, like, "Yo, what do you think it is? What do you think of this idea? What do you think of this idea?" And he was fucking with everything. Then um, at the time I had found out about Kelly. I was listening to a lot of Kelly's music, and I was like, "Y'all, I have to put her on this album," and it worked out.
We were talking about you at one point when Too Little Too Late came out. I think I might have sent her change my number again, and she was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." Like, and like it was really beautiful to see you make that connection in particular, because obviously like both Sage and Kelly are extra dope. They're both on tour right now. They're in Europe, and yeah, nah, like beautifully black is super tight, and I feel like since like Sage was having a moment around that time, and like both you and Akai dropped pretty soon after Post Panic had come out, and people were like really checking for Sage at that point, and that was another boost to you right there. But you had already been going up crazy anyway, but
That was the biggest boost. That was the biggest one I ever got making an album because it's just, the week after it came out, when I checked my analytics, I almost passed out.
Shit.
Almost passed out. Like
Man,
the
that's
numbers
crazy.
went up. Everything was like 3,600%. I was like, shit. Like
Wow.
they was playing it on Sirius Radio, Hot 97. So it was just ringing.
Damn, hell yeah.
Then everybody who fuck with Sage, they just tapped in on the project. So
Right.
it was just a blessing for them to tap in on it. And because the album cover was just my face, so everybody was just sharing it. I just
Right.
remember
Yeah.
I remember my friend Jalen just calling me. He was like super excited. He was like, "Yo, I just looked on Earl Sweatshirt story and I saw your face." I was just like, "Bro, say you swear, bro." And then I went on Instagram and my shit was just stupid. I just threw my phone down and just started talking shit to my roommate, like, "Bro, I told you."
Yeah. 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 Nah, what do you do at that point? But just like throw your phone on the bed and go take a walk and just like bask in that, like you're like, now you're at this point where, I was listening to a couple or yeah, like a couple over the last couple days I've been listening to like, like Ancestors told me to tax the Whiteys a lot, and Angela Bassett, and just like all these like more recent joints you dropped. And I mean, obviously you just turned 30, Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
But like, you know, like both those songs are very much about you kind of grappling with the fact that you're about to turn 30. Like that's you kind of being like, damn, I'm like right up at this milestone. And you know, like you've accomplished a lot before you turn 30, you know, and like now that you're there and you can kind of look back a little bit on all the different collabs you've done, all the different projects you've done, and just like what you've built over the course of the last like almost 10 years, you know, since like 2014,
Right.
2013 type shit. Like what how, you know, like how does it feel to kind of look back on all of that? Like, you know, you know, like on top of that, like you're about to put out another project. You got you just came off this East Coast tour with Brain Orchestra and Nolan. Like how does it feel to look back on everything you've accomplished over the course of the first 10 years of your career?
I think it's oh my goodness, what the hell is that? Woodrow Wilson memoir. It's a good feeling because I feel like I've done the work. Me and a lot of my friends, we work very hard to be in this position. So I don't take it for granted. I think it's a blessing, and it's only getting bigger, you know. So yeah, it's a blessing, man. I feel great,
Yeah,
grateful
not
because yeah, I don't know. I've took it further than what I expected.
yeah, nah. Like you really can't ask for more than that. Like nothing's guaranteed now. Like
Right.
you like nobody knows when anybody's gonna pop ever, and it could just kind of happen when it happens, or it just doesn't. So yeah, like and yeah, like it really has been gorgeous seeing more people come into the fold and really start to just like get what you've been doing and what I mean, like obviously, like I'm a run through the Carolinas
Yeah.
for a bit. You and Mavi and fucking Tia Corinne and fucking my homie OG Spliff. Shout out to Spliff if he's listening. Fucking like
Oh shit,
yeah,
I know
like
OG
y'all are
Spliff.
really no that's yeah that's bro. He's good people. I love Spliff. I haven't seen him. We never met in person, but that's my man. We've been friends for a couple years. But yeah, nah, like you know, like y'all have something really beautiful going on down there, and you in particular have built something that I'm really impressed by, and you know, I'm just like, yeah, I just think it's tight. I don't have anything cool or deep or thoughtful to say. That's just tight.
Thank you, man. Because we definitely worked for it. I feel
Yeah.
in North Carolina and Charlotte specifically. There's a lot of artists in Charlotte under the radar. It's a blessing to be able to be in this spot and be able to shine light on certain people, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, you really can't ask for more than that. Is there anybody in particular who's kind of under the radar right now that you think's about to explode? You want to shout out real quick?
Nah. So I'm out to them
So
now.
I feel you. But to fucking wrap this up, Jah-Monte, if your life was a movie, what would it be about?
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. South Lungs and Feet though, that's in Brooklyn though. They definitely
Hey,
next to blow that shit out.
those are the boys,
Yeah,
man. Had
people in
them on here
Brooklyn
last
going
year. Those are
crazy.
the homies.
Yeah, them my niggas, bro.
Shout out,
Them niggas
yeah,
retarded.
shout out to Lungs and Feet for real. They're
No,
beautiful,
because
man. I love the
bro,
two of them.
they helped me with 75th and Amsterdam Side 8, like to shoot those videos. They roommate Marley Chapman. He did like he did my video for Million. What song is that? Perfume Smell. I can't remember. We did that shit in Brooklyn. They just helped a lot. They helped me with my release parties. They they just stepping out in the light. So it was like another planet. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah,
Definitely
nah.
shouts out to them.
Yeah.
And they let me sleep. They let me
Hell
sleep
yeah.
on their couch. My boy Cam, like when I moved to Brooklyn and I stayed with somebody, and his spot was not it. Loans was like, yo, you should holler at Cam, and I hollered at Cam, yo, what's going on? I need to come fuck with y'all. And he was like, yo, you good. So I want to say for like 4 or 5 weeks, I was over there just working. You feel me? Like doing videos and going there to like Flatbush to record and going to Jersey. So definitely, I got to shout them out for holding shit down.
Yeah, nah, shout out to Lungs and Feet. Yeah, like all the love Another Planet 4 got this year, and like seeing them get that big pitchfork write up was beautiful. You know, like that, like yeah, like I've been watching them grow for a while too, and they've always showed love. You know, because we kind of run, we obviously run in all the same circles, but like shout out to them. Yeah, nah, Lungs and Feet are the best. They get the extra shout out.
313. Fuck free world.
He said, "Fuck the free world."
Fuck the free world. What was your closing out statement? No, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, nah, my fault. If your life was a movie, what would it be about, Ja?
Is that what you said? It's my life movie.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, if your life was a movie, what would it be about?
Bro, my life is a movie. We look right now, bro. Where were you January 6th, bro? Where was this nigga at, bro? Where were you at the Capitol? The Capitol riot.
I was on my goddamn couch watching that shit happen on the news.
That's what I'm saying, bro. My life is a movie. I'm looking at DC right now. Nigga Obama really. If it was a movie, it'd be Home Alone 2, bro. That'd be my movie, bro.
You gonna
Bro, 7 on Instagram.
you
got lost in NYC.
Word? Incredible.
That's my life. That's my life, bro.
I respect that, man. Ja, this was so wild. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I know you're in the car. You got the homies with you. I'm so sorry for taking an hour and a half out of your day, but
no, it's fine, bro. Thank you for the opportunity to come tell you about what we doing in the 704. You feel me?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Bro, you gotta come out
nah,
to Charlotte, bro. You can't be bigging Charlotte up like that and not come out to the city. Come fuck with us. Come get your froze from Common Market.
All right, son. Yeah, nah, I've been looking for reasons to come down there anyway, because one of my best friends moved down to he's not in Charlotte. He might be closer to Raleigh, but either way, I'm definitely trying to come through North Carolina like as soon as possible, you know?
Come fuck with us, bro. We got you, bro.
Yeah, nah, man, we'll definitely make that happen. I like the last time I was in the Carolinas, I was in South Carolina, and that's where my grandparents used to stay there. So it's been years. So I'm definitely trying to come back down.
We're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a big show. It's gonna be called The Big Show.
Just the big show. Yeah, nah, I'm with it.
You gotta come out for that. We're gonna get you and everybody else.
Thanks for listening. Shout out to y'all for making it this far. And shout out to all the black people listening too, because y'all really impeccable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend to come through next time. 1.